Welcome to this webinar organized by WeUni in collaboration with the ESCP Business School. My name is Florencia, and I will have the pleasure of being your host during today's event. First of all, I want to thank you for joining us. We know your time is valuable, and that's why we have prepared a very special session with two outstanding speakers today who will share their expertise and insights with all of you. Before we start, just a quick reminder, during the presentation, you can submit all your questions throughout the Q&A box at the bottom of Zoom. And at the end of the talk, we will open a Q&A session where our speakers will interact directly with you. Also, all participants attending this event will be entitled to request a certificate of attendance issued by the WeUni. At the end of the session, we will share the link in the chat so you can register and receive it on your email. Now, let me introduce to today's special guest. We are here with Paul Donjon, National Key Account Manager of ABNI, and Alessia Ferlito, Master Recruiter from ESCP Business School. Hello, you both. It's truly an honor to have you with us. Thank you for joining us today at this special webinar. In this webinar, we are going to learn how to build strong brands, anticipate global trends, and kickstart a successful career in food and beverage marketing. But since I don't want to spoil it, I'll now hand it over to our panelists to begin the presentation. Alessia, can we hear you?
Okay,
yes?
Super.
Okay.
Thank you, Florencia, for introducing me. And hello, guys. Welcome to this webinar. Yes, I'm Alessia, and I oversee the admissions for the Specialized Master. And today here, there's Paul Antoine, who will share his experience. And I will start with the first questions, if you're ready, Paul. Super.
Sure.
Okay, so could you briefly introduce yourself and tell us about your backgrounds in terms of internship outcome, professional goals, and so on?
Sure. Good evening, everyone, and thanks, Alessia, Florencia, for the opportunity. So yeah, my name is Paul. I graduated from the International Food and Beverage Management Program of ESCP in 2020. Currently working at IFBM, so we are the beer world leader. It's been 3 years now, and I'm a key account manager in off-trade, so in the mass retail channel, in charge of developing the sales. Yeah, so I don't know if you want more information right now, Alessia, on why I joined ABI or why I did the program, but
Yeah. Well, basically, looking at the industry, what likes you most about working in the beverage sector today?
Yeah, so beer is amazing because first it's growing a lot. It has always been here, and it will always be here. But we see lots of trends with the non-alcoholic, the low-alcoholic beverages. It's gaining share of throat also. So beer in the total alcohol volumes is growing. I'm talking especially for France because I'm responsible of this zone. And yeah, there are lots of innovation, both in terms of new brands, new partnerships with the brands. So yeah, the brands are Corona, Budweiser, Lef. We have lots of partnerships with the FIFA World Cup, with the Olympics, with Corona Zero, that you may have heard of. And there are also some technological innovation on the packaging. Recently, some cans that are cold for longer, and also formats. Yeah, new types of packs.
Okay, thank you. And speaking of the trends, which kind of emerging trends or sustainability challenges do you think will shape the future of the beverage industry?
So I think it depends a lot on the markets. About France, so there are lots of markets which are a bit more mature on the returnables bottles. So you use the bottle and you bring them back to the retailer. This is something that is coming in France, also pushed by regulation, but because it's better for sustainability also profitability. So we are working on that. The low alcohol or no alcohol also brands. We have Corona Zero, that is one of the main priority for the group. It's a two-digit growth all over the world. And it's great to be able to gather people not only around alcohol, but also non-alcohol beverage. Yeah. I believe also it's what's great at IFBM is the culture, the company culture, the business culture. And it's something you need to think of when you pick a company. Something I learned also with different internships after the ESCP and while joining here.
Yeah, I believe that. And how did your academic path in ESCP Business School influence your current role in your company?
Wow, so there is a lot to say about that because so I picked the MSc International Food and Beverage Management because I wanted to specialize. I knew after an internship at Unilever that I wanted to work for food and beverages brands more than I don't know, laundry or and after that we had a lot of company visits, lots of exposure to also top level management within the master, lots of testimonials too, and we had the opportunity to meet with some person from Asahi or to visit some vineyards also. And also even before joining the company, I reached out to some people from my promo who were in the company, one in Italy, one in Czech Republic. So it gave me also the network to know if the company was good for me, a good fit, and to get information before joining. Because also AB InBev is a partner with ESCP, and we have lots of events. Even this week or last week, we had some students coming to the office in Paris from ESCP.
Wow.
So lots of occasions, yeah.
Okay, and if we look at the futures, how do you think the food and beverage market will change in the next few years?
So yeah, it will shift to more occasions to drink non-alcohol beer. We've seen a lot of small brands appearing and small brewers trying to rise. I believe it will get even more consolidated. We already have some huge groups. Okay, so IBA is the first one. You also have Asahi, Heineken, Carlsberg, to name a few ones. I believe the time for those small brands is getting a bit tougher now. So there will be few of them, and people will still like to try new flavors. So those are some of the things coming in France and over the world. We are launching a new brand that is called Flying Fish, or an aromatized one, in example. There is also the home consumption that will change because we now have some machines called Perfect Draft, and this also gives us lots of data, knowing when people consume the most at home, what type of beer, or even during a football game, you can know when people decided to have a beer. Also push some vouchers or some promo when it's a better time. So data will also have a strong influence on the market development. But beer itself, the product, the packaging can also evolve. More cans. This is definitely something. It's better for the product in terms of conservation. It's more sustainable because 100% recyclable, the can. It's also a bit cheaper, so everyone wins. So the format too.
Okay, thanks for sharing it. And if you could give one piece of advice to someone who really wants to work in food and beverage brand management, what would you say?
Yeah, I think today the work market is getting a bit tougher, so you need to become more experts, to be sincere about your interests, read about it in the news, try to specialize if you have the occasion through the master. Get in touch also with people on this scope. And know the products also, try things. I think that's a part of the answer. And also during the master, I'm thinking of lots of cases we did that applied to the field and that were very relevant, very helpful to give some examples during the interviews too. Yeah, so important. For the function, depends on the company you're joining. At IFBM, you can start a career in trade marketing or in brand management, and then move to a sales position, negotiation, like I did. I was in trade marketing before. So you need to think of that also for your choice of company. But what is great in the IFBM program is that you get to see different courses, both in sales, marketing, finance, accounting. So it prepares you very well. I have an example on that. Recently, I was on a negotiation training within the company, and I've revised some things that I actually also saw during the program. So very helpful.
Super. And if we speak about the program, here you can see a brief review. Thank you, Paul, for sharing your experience. We will get back to you if we have any questions at the end. I just want to let you know, guys, that the program, the MSc in International Food and Beverage Management, is a full-time program which lasts 15 months, fully taught in English, and it's split across Italy and France, which are also important hubs if we talk about the food and beverage scenarios. As you can see here, the master is open to all students with a bachelor or master degree, quite passionate about those industries, and in particular for those who really want to get some managerial roles, such as Paul Antoine, indeed. You will get 2 academics degrees. The first one is a diploma in International Food and Beverage issued by ESCP Business School. And the second one is the French master degree, so the French Grande École. Once you finish the program, several scenarios will be open to you. You might want to apply for multinational corporations or small, medium leading business. And in terms of professional roles, we have students working as merchandiser, brand manager, communication manager, supply chain specialist, just to name a few. That's also because you will need to finalize at least a 4 months mandatory internships in order to get your degree. And you will have the chance to put into practice what you learn in class, and also to explore corporate cultures internally, so you can get ready to perform well in the professional life, I would say. If you want to apply, just to let you know, we have several admissions rounds over the year. And the admissions process is split in 2 parts. The first part is online, so you will need to complete the online applications by submitting all your documents related to your academic and professional records. You will also need to submit an English language certificate, motivational letters, because once again, the motivations towards the sector is quite important, and some references. Then once you complete your applications, we will evaluate your profile and we'll take into account your academic and professional backgrounds, any extracurricular activities, professional experiences, and at the very end, eligible candidates can be invited to sit the final interview with the local academic director. And speaking of the final interview, Paul, do you remember yours? Was it with Regina or Francesco, who are the academic directors?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I remember. I think it was both with Regina and Francesco.
Okay. And which was your experience? Do you remember something in particular that you might want to share?
During the interview, you mean?
Yes.
I remember that at the time, there was some during the application there was some tests. I don't know if it's still you still have those questions or some few exercises. It was a bit demanding, but I think you should not be afraid, and you should just try it. And during the interview, of course, I mean, you need to the most important is to know yourself well and be able to explain your project. But they were really nice, both demanding and super nice. Also during the program.
Yes, for us, it's way more important to get to know your personality, guys. So it's good if you have some professional experience related to the industry, but really want to see your expectations, your ambitions, and understand how your values aligns with the programs, with the school ones. Okay. Then if you want to share your insights, if you want to find out more about the program, here there's my contacts. We will have an open day next month, both in campus and online, so feel free to register for that. And now let's see if we have any questions for the master, for you, Paul. Hi, Florence, I think you are mute.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Okay, I was saying that I'm back. I'm back here. Thank you both. Thank you, Paul, for being here. Thank you for sharing with us your experience and your student as a student and now as a worker in the industry. So I'm just before going with the questions of our participants, I'm just curious, Paul, what made you enter this industry? What was the main reason you decided to study this and work in this industry? Because it's really particular.
Yes, that's true. Thanks, Franca. First of all, I'm a foodie. Like I love trying new restaurants. I love when I'm in the supermarket. I love going into the different areas, the shelves, looking at new products, trying to understand to what insights they reply. So yeah, I love to eat and drink basically, but I think also that there is so much, so many new launches happening, and it's so interesting to know it also concerns everyone. You can discuss this with anyone. And when you say you're working for Corona, for Left 4 Bud, everyone's identified to it, to those brands. Also smaller brands. There are some small and medium companies that are super nice, super interesting. So yeah, I love being in touch with people, and I think it's a sector that brings people together.
Yeah, that's for sure. And what about your country? Because it's really known because of food and beverage also. So what can you say about that?
True. It's probably linked to that, but I love France, but I also lived in different countries when I was younger. And Italy is also the great place for it. In Torino, the area is much known for its gastronomy, and so Turin and Paris are the best cities to study this, I believe. And it's true that being in other countries, seeing different tastes, it shows that you need to be open, and it opens you to the world. As simple as that.
Okay. And what would you recommend to someone that is doubting and is not sure or haven't made the decision yet? What should what's the main reason they should jump into this adventure, according to you?
I think what you learn applies to any sector. So you have the courses, and all the cases are specific to the sector, all the testimonials, all the company visits, but you see some people also going in another field after it's possible. So don't think that it will limit yourself. It's not the case. It just gives you a differentiation to get there if you already know it's what you want. And also in the F&B sector, you have big FMCG companies like mine, but you also have some smaller ones. You have restaurants, hospitality. So it's much broader than you could think, and I don't see how you could get bored in this one day.
Yeah, me neither. It sounds really, really fun and interesting. And of course, it's a cultural experience too, no? Because we're talking about Italy, France, but here we have people from all over the world connected. And yeah, as you said, food and beverage is something that is related to all of us.
If I can comment on that, we had so many different nationalities in the master. It was really great. We were doing some dinners and each one cooking the dishes from our countries. So yeah, but you feel it that you're surrounded with people who are passionate about that, and it's great.
Okay, thank you. So I'm going to stop doing my questions now. I'm going to proceed with the participants' questions. We have Diego that asks you, beyond the brands you have worked with, which food or beverage company do you think is currently best in class when it comes to innovative marketing? Wow, that's a good question.
It's a tough one. I think because there are lots. So you mean after IFBM, I guess, of course. There are lots, and also innovative marketing is quite broad. So first, I would say that we talk a lot about innovation, but we have so much to do to optimize also before innovating, to understand better already the consumer, what they like on the current products, what they don't like, what we can improve. But to be concrete, I would name also for as other companies Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is great, not about new launches, but also to think of their model. You can look for OBPPC model, occasion, brand, channel, the price, the format. So to be sure that you are everywhere on the market, it's super interesting. Unilever was great also, being able to buy new brands that are growing too. Yeah, so I would name those, but I love looking at what fast food chains are doing too in terms of consumer path and CRM, consumer relationship management, to push the right offer at the right moment.
Okay, thank you. And what is a recent food or beverage trend that you personally find fascinating, either as a professional or as a consumer too, or both at the same time?
Yeah. I would say the no trend, no sugar, no fat, no, I find it fascinating because there is so much, there is a huge paradox in this trend. Like you see people going to products that are super healthy and at the same time buying some other stuff that are full of sugar. So I still struggle to understand this one, to understand like what people really want about that, the no sugar or the healthy lifestyle, or enjoying and
Okay. But is it something that people really want, or it's a trend?
I think it's becoming more than a trend now. Yeah, it's you see they are usually rejecting the product that are a bit less healthier. So you need to adapt. You need to change the recipe. Also, I don't know exactly in other countries, but now on the packaging in lots of countries it's displayed with a score. So yeah, you need to adapt to this, and I think it's moving fast, and it can really destroy the brand or launch some new ones also in all the veggie options that we see coming in supermarkets. It's taking much more spaces, both in France, Germany, Italy.
So it's an industry that is constantly evolving.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the most common misconception people have about working in the food and beverage industry? This is good. Everyone thinks that you're eating and drinking all day.
No, I love this question. It's great. It's a tough one. I think it is thinking that the huge brands of today are the brands of tomorrow. That there will be a few ones that will remain, but those are 2% of the brands. Like maybe Coca-Cola, maybe Corona, but the shift that consumers are operating in brands is super interesting. So life cycle, the brands life cycle, and how you need to renew it. I think you need to renew it and to rebrand your marketing much more often than what we believe. And it's a bit done smoothly also, so people don't always notice it, but there is a lot of work behind the product that looks very simple.
Okay, great. And another question, what is the one skill or quality you believe is absolutely essential for a successful career in food and beverage marketing today? You can name 2 or 3 if you want.
I think there is both curiosity and pragmatism. Curiosity because it's so broad that you need to look at everything that is happening in every country, in every type segment of the market. And there are so many topics. I mean, price, the product itself, the packaging, the sustainability. So yeah, being able to have an overview of all this and have the right channel of information, the right data. And the second one, yeah, not forget to keep in touch with the consumer and what they really want, and not, as it's also a matter of taste and you want to get involved, don't project your opinion, what you want to see on the product. Really think of what people want.
Okay, this is good. That's a good answer. And how do you personally stay updated on emerging global trends? And how did the master program equip you with the skills to anticipate them?
So first, yeah, the courses are a good way to feed you. Also, the people you meet there, you keep in touch with them. Usually, they become friends. I met my best friend there, and you keep discussing this all the time. Reading some magazines. It depends a lot on each country, so I cannot name one. But also, yeah, this is basic. But subscribing to the different channels, influencers, local influencers, also on LinkedIn. People post so much content now. You need to look at that, and also articles, and we have some library with Statista that ESCP provides the access to, and it's super interesting to look at the stats.
Okay, we have a question from Raquel. It's more like an advice. What ideas of marketing can you suggest to small companies that are starting in the food products industries?
I think you can have the best products, the best price, the best quality, whatever. If the most important in the beginning is the notoriety, so you need to and the cash flow, I believe. So yeah, I would say crowdfunding to know the demand before producing and to get the cash in advance, because I guess if you're starting, it's a bit tougher. And invest in above the line marketing, so advertisement. I think it's something you believe that is too expensive in the beginning, but without that you won't get known and you won't get tried. But yeah, tasting, sampling, have people try your product.
Okay. And do you think you will have, or this is about your career, do you think you will have get the same job opportunity if graduate from a general master in management?
Who knows? I'm not sure. I believe it that after the GMSC, I did internship of 6 months at Group SEB. It's a cookware group. I don't know if everyone knows it. Tefal Groups, Roventa, Lagostina in Italy also. And I believe if I managed to join this graduate program is because I had the ESCP label, and also I showed that that my passion was authentic through the MSc. So honestly, I'm not sure I would have been here.
Okay, and also regarding the program, this is a question also. Let's say if you want to comment, you can jump in. Is it more a theoretical program or a practical one?
I can give my reply first.
Yes, of course.
I think it's right in between. I mean, the courses give you the theory, but also lots of cases. So you're not just it's not death by PowerPoint, and you're not just fed by some slides. You also get to practice and work in groups, which is also preparing you for the life in company. But it's also practical because you have. I cannot count, guys, the number of company visits we did or the number of people that came to give a testimonial. I could not even name them all. It was so rich. So yeah, right in between.
Okay, Alessia, I don't know if you want to add something here.
Yes, exactly. It's a program where theory and practice merge from day one, as we do promote learning by doing approach. So I would say that it's not a transmission of knowledge from faculty, which is, by the way, made by professional workers to students, but our students are the ones to turn ideas into projects and are the ones to dealing with the real business case to handle, to take part in conferences, roundtables, seminars, and also develop the capstone projects, which is, believe it's quite important to understand which kind of jobs you really want to do as a professional. So basically, yes, I would say it's definitely half and half.
Okay, a mix, a combination of both. Okay. For students aspiring to a similar career path, what is one soft skill like negotiation, networking, resilience that you found crucial for success in this industry?
I would say consistency. You need to at least think of a path. Of course, nothing will happen exactly as you planned, or there will be some bounces, but you cannot get somewhere if you don't know where you want to get. And building consistency means, okay, where do I want to be? It sounds a bit random, but it's actually very true. Where you want to be in a few years, what is really your dream job, and how do you get there? In example, I understood that for FMCG, you need to go on the field, you need to sell, to know the sales before. Then it's interesting to do marketing, brand management, and yeah, I still have to think of skills also, skills you want to acquire, and yeah, keep in touch with people. So networking is important, but consistency on the path, on the moves you do, and the sector you pick. If today you work for beer and tomorrow you want to go in luxury, and that is non-food, a non-food luxury company, it's possible, but it's harder. So.
Okay. And Paul, what was the biggest surprise or challenge you encountered when you first transitioned from the academic environment to the corporate world? Okay. How did you handle this transition? How was it for you?
It's a good question, actually. I had lots of internships also before apprenticeship, before the MSc, so I knew what to expect. I'm not sure I'm the best person to reply to that, but I can tell you that after 1 year, I was in an apprenticeship before, so working 3 weeks, studying 1 week, and then I went back I joined the MSc. Going back to full-time study, yeah, it's not the same rhythm, of course, still, even if it's intense and it's very interesting. So yeah, I think for me it was more about the rhythm. I was ready. It's just that you need to get back to the rhythm of corporations again, and not studying, meaning listening all the day. You need to be active, and the master helps you about that, and you are all showing it now, asking questions and. But yeah, this is it. Being not only a spectator and be an actor. And I think you need to do that as soon as possible during the program to be ready.
Okay, and after the internships, it was easy for you to continue in the corporate world. Like, did you find it easy? Yeah. Okay.
I mean, the company where I did the internship hired me in their graduate program right after, so no holiday for me.
So the university opened you the doors to the corporate world, basically.
Yeah, clearly. Okay. I mean, right after the program, I had the internship of 6 months, and right after the internship of 6 months, I was hired, and I knew it already before the end of the internship. And yeah, so pick well the last internship you're doing too, in a company that you believe can hire you, and where you can build and where you want to build a career.
Okay, this is important support to have from your university, Okay, so I have a couple of yes. Tell me.
Can I say something?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, before join the company where I did my last internship and who hired me for my first long-term contract, I had a discussion with them at the fair that ESCP organized in Paris. So there was also even if I was not in touch with them directly before during the program, there was the career fair where I met the recruiters that hired me in the internship.
Okay. Would you like to tell us a little bit more about these fairs? Like, you go with your classmates and you just meet recruiters from all over?
About the frequency, let's say you can tell me better than I, but I think there was one in Turin, one where you are there is one everywhere actually, where in every city almost. So there was one in Turin, one in Paris. I went to the one in Paris because I wanted to do it in France. You prepare well, it's important. Get your resume ready, questions to ask, and there are small interviews live. So be ready for this target where you want to join.
Okay. I imagine it was a really nice experience. Okay. It's like a job fair, something like that. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. So thank you, Paul. I'm going to get back to you soon. I have two questions for Alessia because they're few more bureaucratic questions. So Alessia, do you offer scholarships to study at ESCP?
Thank you for the questions. Yes, we do have scholarships up to 50% off. Scholarships are available for enrolled students, meaning that you can start applying by June over the summertime. And those are based on your family income and on your merit.
Okay, thank you. And we have Esther. She says, sorry, I just connected. Is this master only available at the Turin campus?
Hi, Esther. The master is split across Italy and France. Students will stay in Italy, in Torino, starting from September till May, and then they will go to Paris for finalizing the master.
Okay. And the second question from Esther is related with, we were talking just a couple of seconds before. Is there a career day to connect with industries or something similar?
Thank you for the questions once again. Yes, we will share with you a strong network of partner companies and institutions to facilitate your transition from your academic experience to the professional one. Over the year, you can indeed get involved in a CV and cover letter review, individual coaching sessions, dedicated career days or recruiting days, just as Paul mentioned. You will get the full support from the career service. Let's say that the missions of my colleagues in the career teams is to support you to identify the type of jobs that best match your values, your interests, to help you to make a more informed decisions post-graduations. And we also have a huge community made by the students' associations. And you can also take part in special events, such as, just to name a few, the Regatta, the Gran Gala, the Entrepreneurial Festival, which are all moments of confrontations in a very fun context. But those moments are quite important to mingle with other students from other programs and with professionals in order for you to swap your ideas with managers as well. Let's say that every moment inside and outside class is quite important to support your network, which is a crucial part of the process, especially if you really want to embark on international managerial roles.
Okay. Thank you, Alessia. Thank you, Paul. Thank you very much for being here with us today. Before saying goodbye to everyone, Paul, I would like you to leave us a final message and leave all the participants here that are thinking about studying at ESCP and starting a career in the food and beverage industry. Just some suggestions, advices, insights, whatever you want to share with us.
I think it's very simple. It's like exactly when you want to buy something, to make it super pragmatical. You try to find information about it, and it's what you're doing now, but find even more information, reach out to Alumnus or to people in the company you're thinking of after, to know it better, to make sure that it's what you want. Look at the courses, the content, and if you are well informed, normally you should be more than satisfied. So yeah, and also don't believe it's too hard. Sometimes some people could lack of confidence. Try it and you can surprise yourself.
Okay, thank you, Paul. Alessia, some final words from the university to our participants?
Well, guys, I would say best of luck with your applications. It's good that you get informed about several universities, several programs, because it's going to be a tough decisions for you. But try to pick the best one for your future dreams, because it does make the difference.
Okay, thank you very much. We have now reached the end of today's webinar. On behalf of WeUni and ESCP Business School, I'd like to sincerely thank our speakers, of course, and to thank each and every participant who joined us today. Your presence and your questions made this session much more dynamic and engaging. As a final reminder, if you would like to receive your certificate of attendance for this webinar, please make sure to fill out the form I have shared in the chat. You will then receive it on your email directly. Once again, thank you all for being with us. We look forward to seeing you in the next events organized by WeUni. Have you all a wonderful day. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
Francia. Thanks, Alessia. Thanks, everyone.
Bye, Paul. Talk to you soon. Bye.